placed, right?
And most importantly as well, we mentioned that they should not go for greedy cores, which in this case they only have one, which is the Lancelot. Bruno as well as the Badang in the EXP lane, they can go fast.
Welcome
and that's
to
what they need to do.
Mobile
So far,
Legends.
two checkboxes ticked. Yeah.
Let's see if they can accelerate this even further, as TLPH are going to be facing off against a Bruno on the bottom side of the map. Let's go with game number 1 and see what's up here.
Exactly what Wolf mentioned earlier about the leash. You actually see the Jawhead leashing for the Joy at the orange pit. So a little bit faster rotation. Hopefully we don't see a Jaypee moment of accidentally stealing the buff. We will not.
Why do you have to bring that up again?
No, because it's a clear running joke.
It's
with
a
the community
documented,
now, yeah.
it's a documented phenomenon.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Because it actually changed the tide of the game.
It's a paranormal activity.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If only it happened once, right? But no.
Oh, Oheb getting
Look
the
at
first
that.
gold grab. That's super duper important here for Oheb.
Yep, especially going up against that Bruno. A stun on the Jawhead. Jaypee takes a brunt of the damage from 3 sources, but still holds on. That reduction of damage under the turret helping him out.
Yeah.
A little bit of shielding as well coming in from the ejector will definitely be useful. But for now, it is going to be a bit of stalemate. We do see that Kelra is a little bit ahead, or at least going more forward here, maximizing that Bruno range.
This is interesting because I think that it should be Oheb that's leading when it comes to the gold. But Kelra leads the XP. And I'm only saying this because of that gold grab. That is actually a mini objective in this lane.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to see, obviously, nice attempt on the top side. Just a bit of the gut check to see if Sanford is on his toes.
Yeah.
Mr. Finals MVP himself.
Alright, so far, it seems like ONIC is going to get the first start here at the turtle. KarlTzy already forced to use the electrifying beats. Slow and steady is Liquid, but ONIC are hell-bent on getting this first turtle without that much of a problem, and it goes to the hands of King Kaung. Jaypee gets stunned up, fist crack, everything thrown at the roamer. Jaypee gets a flicker away. Sanji still fighting out because Sanford throws a curtain call. Brusko gets brought up, but Brusko gets away. And Team Liquid Philippines looks like they'll be able to find a trade through Kirk. First blood for Jaypee.
All right, so we got a bit of an advantage here. You have one of the keys to victory already checked off, but they gave away a kill.
And what's important here is that Brusko seems to not have forgotten the matchup of the highlights that the Jordan was able to outplay with the stun. However, Kirk unfortunately got dragged down twice, and that was actually Ejector as well as the Zushin lift. And that's a difficult scenario to be in, and we know for sure that Kirk didn't have the flicker during that moment. That was a first turtle fight that ONIC kind of lost in a way because I guess the EXP as well as the gold from kills, especially on an XP lane, matters in the first few minutes of the game.
Yeah, and after that, Team Liquid Philippines were also able to get a camp in the bottom part of the jungle for King Kong. They have a 600 gold lead. So yeah, it's like a soft loss, though not too big of a win by Liquid.
Yeah, Team Liquid definitely got a little bit of gold, but it's still ONIC who are ahead, at least in the bush check category here. You don't want to face that if you're TLPH, at least not now.
Well, we know that ONIC's strength lies in the early game, and it seems like there's a little bit of a double lane maneuver there coming out from ONIC, helping Kelra out, and then even Brusko guarding this retreat coming out from Kelra's Jaypee.
Jaypee's in front.
You know, he actually denied 1 minion, literally 1 minion because of that, and that matters. Like an inch of an advantage between these two gold laners matters so much.
And that's what you expect when you're seeing some of the best teams in the world fight it out here in the Philippines. It's a game of inches. That's why it's important to be Ocho Gahaba.
That's right. And that's like, is that inches or feet? At this point, it feels like it's feet for Ocho G. You know, we're gonna see. Sorry, that's not inhumanly impossible.
That is not.
So here's turtle number 2. How important is this one, though?
Yeah, this is as important as the first one in a way where it's more about the hero kills, and it's not like whoever gets the retribution of the turtle automatically gets the advantage or the tempo. It's whoever wins the post-turtle fight.
The turn.
Yeah. Both of these two teams, both very good at the turn right now as King Kong pulls his beetle away. Jaypee, already second skill out, should be coming back relatively quickly. Kelra in a good spot. Brusko already brings out the glorious pathway. That's going to be a stun and everything thrown at Sanford. And the Escalator gets taken out, but KarlTzy is here. He doesn't secure. It's actually Brusko who gets the turtle, and KarlTzy, Jaypee, and the rest of Liquid have to run.
That was so good. Did you see that Super Friends reposition?
Yeah.
Just refuses to give up that feathered airstrike.
Still fighting it out. Jaypee takes a lot of damage. Just ONIC will be able to break down the mid lane turret of Liquid in 5 minutes. Liquid traded out up top, but it is a favorable trade for ONIC in the middle.
It's a favorable trade because that's their MO in this particular game. They want to take the neutral objectives first because they have the Bruno. They want to siege as fast as possible, and getting a turtle and then a turret with a kill on top of it, that actually makes their tempo really good. However, because of what Oheb decided to do with this split push, TLPH still holds on to the lead.
Glorious pathway, Jaypee gets spotted out. Although he tosses Brusko, but right away the feathered airstrike by Super Friends, keeping the members of Team Liquid at bay. Sanji shows himself in front of them. Kirk takes a brunt of the crowd control and damage, but Liquid will not go for the heavy contest and chase onto Kirk.
Yep, ONIC's game plan definitely got messed up a little bit there, but they seem to be holding steady. Again, if Kelra, as long as Kelra is still alive, looks like they are still going to keep that fight going. Brusko making sure that he doesn't go down, but again, they're going to get forced back. It's 4-man for TL.
And seems like what TLPH is doing is to develop an allergy against minions, because that's what they're literally doing right now. They're fast clearing the minion wave. Then right after that, they are forcing the issue against ONIC. You can see like Jaypee just standing in front of ONIC, like just being really aggressive.
Karl uses the electrifying beats to help clear the middle minion wave. Team Liquid cannot seem to find a big opening against ONIC right now, who so far has been able to break Liquid apart slowly in these team fights by throwing everything they have at Sanford right away when they see him.
Yeah, I think at this point it feels like they kind of accept the fact that we're not going to win a team fight here. We might have to split. Sanji!
No, he's going to be able to get away. No feathered airstrike. Burn KarlTzy sees Kelra. He's going to burn him down. Oh, the stun, the slide tackle. Stopping the flow of KarlTzy in that fight, and it looks like ONIC are going to get all 3 turtles for this game number 1.
And the good thing about here for ONIC is that they're not overreacting to the split push. They're okay by trailing behind by 1,000 gold, because what really happens is that Kaung is farming anyways, and Kelra as well. So this gold lead from TLPH is more about the other players of ONIC. So Kelra and Kaung, they're okay. So this is, it is 1,000 gold lead, but it doesn't really mean that much. Like, if you're looking at the gold right now, it's pretty even between like the Moskov and the Bruno, and obviously this Lancelot and the Joy. Only 400 gold ahead.
It's like an equilibrium has been reached here, and we might see a tipping point very, very soon, depending on who actually messes up. But no one is actually committing any major mistakes here.
Yeah, Sanford whittles Kaung down low as KarlTzy has actually stolen away the orange buff of Kaung. So again, the game of inches. They're building advantages slowly because they're not winning in the fights, but Liquid are trying to win it through map control. But good balance by ONIC to send Kelra up top.
Yeah, I think that was the big, the breaking point, I would say, between the leads. I think now KarlTzy is leading versus Kaung.
Hey, they spot him out. Kirk and Call already dropped down, but look at the discipline between the two. Kirk spots out Sanji, throws out the fist crack, and Super Friends with a feathered airstrike to back him up, but it's not going to be able to take him down. Sanford takes a lot of damage. He gets stunned down, locked down, and everything in between. Kelra takes down Sanford, and Liquid back off yet again. Focus on Sanford. It seems like it's a very clear game plan for ONIC every time they spot him.
And what an exchange, what a rally between the two teams. One makes a move and another, answers right back with even a spike or even just a short ball, even if it's still flicker. Dodges coming out from, ult dodges coming out from Sanji, but then Sanford getting taken out. The battle of the golden rivalry is just about like making the moves right after doing one.
Again, minimum mistakes being committed here. I would like to remind you that was kill number 3 at 9 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
but
there were so many close calls.
So many close calls.
Plays that's happening.
It's like physically they're in Manila, mentally they're all still in Riyadh. Like still they're thinking it's like we're still in MSC, guys. We can't mess up. Guys, relax. It's only week 1 of PH. Wait, we're back home.
It feels like a $3 million USD game.
That's right.
I know what you mean.
That's right. It's like So I think the champion of MSC is like $1 million, and then 500K for for the second
Second
placer,
place,
right?
yeah.
So that is what the gravity of this best of 3 series feels like.
Conceal of Jaypee gets spotted out. ONIC going ahead to rush that Lord. KarlTzy close by. Who's going to be able to win the Retribution battle? It's King Kaung! SOD connects though. Here comes Oheb. He joins in. Brusko takes a lot of damage, but Kelra, the damage of this Bruno!
Oh!
He slide tackles forward. He finds Jaypee. He finds Sanji. That's 2. Kirk with the wall.
Oh my
Kirk with the
God!
stun. Kelra with a kill. Triple kill for the Savage.
He's going
after Oheb, but Super Friends finds Sanford.
And that was really the defining fight of this game. That Lord fight that ONIC Philippines have won with Kelra. Won a little bit of a fadeaway with a side tackle and then flicker in to get 3 kills. And obviously you did not see him from the fight, but Super Fritz was able to outplay Sanford afterwards with the help of Kaung. And then Kirk, landing that block.
Sanji gets taken down. Kelra with another kill. 5 kills for the gold standard.
And they're not done. They're still going. I don't think they want to finish this right now.
Yeah, Glorious Pathway, Jaypee taking a perfect damage, 1,000 per hit, and Kirk with the combo! The tower falls and KarlTzy can only try and deal damage as King Kaung secures the kill out to Sanford. ONIC are already looking to end it here. Only 3 members of Liquid, but the Lords marching up top.
Ouch. That's all I can say. We still have a Lord on top side. They need to deal with this.
That is the 3rd item Malefic gun coming out from Kelra. That's why he's able to attack from behind the wall.
Really good distance.
Really good.
He's maximizing the flickers, the slide tackles really well. And I think at this point, Team Liquid Philippines have not mentally adjusted to what you just brought up. The fact that there's already a Malefic gun on this Bruno.
Yeah, there's just so much that they need to answer. The shift is also so sudden.
Yeah.
It feels like Kelra's untouchable here. How do they actually deal with this? They have to sacrifice so much to be able to reach this Bruno.
Well, for TLPH, I think the clear win condition for them that's left now is the split push, which it seems like ONIC are, like I said earlier, they're not overreacting. They're allowing Oheb to go for the split push, go for the spear, even the SOD. Even if it connects, they don't overreact. They don't just jump onto the Moscow.
Oh, that's loud.
And now we're back in a little bit of a quiet moment, but ONIC Philippines are already preparing for the second Lord.
Yeah, that second Lord is going to be so crucial now. Now, if the first Lord did this much damage, imagine how the next one will, especially with a complete lineup for ONIC. So they need to kind of just make it strike the balance, they need to contest this. No way that TLPH doesn't contest this next one.
Yeah, right now.
Look at the little bit of freeze here coming out from ONIC. They're not fast clearing the waves. They're actually using their feathered airstrike on the heroes of TLPH. But after that now, with 11 seconds left before the Lord respawning, they have prepared.
Looks like the prep's all done, and looks like they can actually just ride these minion waves to victory if they want to.
Almost fully built already for Kelra. Already has the Magic Blade, so on the way to the Rose Gold Meteor, gonna help him if ever KarlTzy does get to him. The sheer damage of this Bruno just might mean that Jaypee actually uses the conceal and they're gonna close the gap. Brusko gets the brunt of the crowd control and all the damage are trying to take him down, but Sanford takes a lot. King Kaung takes the Lord. Kelra takes down Sanford, while KarlTzy and Jaypee Sanji trying to get away. Kelra flickers forward! Double kill for the gold standard! Jaypee down, Oheb down, and that is a wipeout for ONIC. That is game for ONIC Philippines.